Welcome to the club.
Hello, my bitches. It's the Undead Club. And today
Max is
we're
claiming
talking...
all the bitches this time.
I love me some bitches. The bitches are my babies. Anyway, today we're covering the 2024 horror comedy movie, Slay. Slay is about 4 drag queens who must defend a dive bar from a vampire attack after a booking error leaves them performing for an unwelcoming crowd. Our main cast and crew consist of writer and director, who is our VIP of the month, Jem Gerrard. You might also recognize our core 4 from RuPaul's Drag Race. Our main 4 actors are Trinity the Tuck as Mama Souffle, Heidi in Closet as Robin Banks, Crystal Method as Bella Du Bois, and Caramel as Olive Wood.
Let me just say I am stupid because I just realized Robin Banks.
Yeah.
It
You're
literally
not stupid, but yes, it is a pun.
That just clicked for me. That's great.
We're about to spoil the plot of 2024's Slay. So if you want to watch the movie before spoilers, go do so now. Turn those beautiful asses around and go to Tubi and watch. We'll be here when you're done.
On a back road in flyover country, redneck Rufus is attacked and killed by an ugly vampire while en route to deliver food to the nearby biker bar, the Bold Buck.
I want to talk about Rufus.
Okay.
We come in on a beautiful field, and it pans over to some feet, and this man is taking a fucking piss.
On his own foot.
No, he hears a noise, and that's when he turns and pisses on his own foot. Didn't seem fazed by the pee on his foot, though, which makes me think it's happened more than once.
That's why I say he's just peeing on his own foot. Like, he does that regularly. Like most rednecks.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
So Rufus, who by the way should be very much infused with garlic at this point in time.
Yeah, the bed of his truck full of fucking garlic. So much garlic.
So he should be covered in piss and garlic, basically. And it did not save him from a vampire.
The main vampire really loves the taste of pissy garlic.
Piss-covered garlic rednecks are apparently the garlic bread to these guys.
Ew. That's a horrific sentence.
I know. My brain was trying to stop me while I was saying it. I'm like, no, this is coming out. I am saying this thought that I should keep to myself.
You just carried on and cursed us all.
I did. It's what I'm good at.
You're good at cursing. I'm good at building cults. We all have our strengths. Praise Warthog.
Praise Warthog.
Alright, carry on.
Alright. The vampire then runs back onto the road where it is almost run over by a mobile home RV. Inside are 4 drag queens on a tour across America. Headstrong leader Mama Souffle, manager and romantic Robin Banks, stubborn choreographer Olive Wood, and the ditzy Bella Du Bois. Mama and Olive clash over the set list for their upcoming gig, with Mama repeatedly putting her foot down on any changes Olive suggests. Robin encourages them to stop fighting as she believes they are headed towards a legendary gay bar that will net them a significant performance fee.
Alright, while they're in the van traveling, Robin almost hits the vampire, and Mama Souffle goes, no, it must have been some kind of animal. It was humanoid, but okay.
Well, that kind of... I actually really like that part, because it kind of goes back to
Killer
the last
High.
one we watched. Yeah. It goes back to Killer High where they're like, that didn't look like a human. Because it was a giant warthog, that's why.
Right.
Spoiler alert there, but it just reminded me of that, and I was very pleased.
Yeah, it was kind of like the reverse of Warthog, where they're like, it could have been an animal or a man on meth, and this time they're like, it could have been a man on meth or an animal.
I like how it can basically go for anything in our area, too. It could have been an animal or a man on meth. You never know. Could have been both. Could have been a man on meth that thought he was an animal. Oh, wait.
Disturbingly common.
Quick aside from that, did I actually tell you about that?
You did not.
This is probably more of a thing for the cryptid chat, but apparently we have a werewolf out here.
A werewolf?
A werewolf. I was getting gas in the car, and like everyone knows everyone else, and this woman that I'd seen around a few times was talking to the guy I know at the gas station and telling him about this date she'd been on where everything was perfect and like everything had gone great. And end of the night, this dude comes out with, "I do have to tell you something though. I am a werewolf and we can't date on the full moon." And then I guess he proceeded to tear his shirt off and howl.
Oh no!
Yes.
Is she sure it wasn't just a man on meth?
I mean, I don't think it was, because if it's... I actually have a suspicion who this dude is, and I don't think he's on meth. I think he's just a nutcase, but it's great.
Well, crazy
But yeah.
and options.
Yeah. It was the Beast of Bladenboro. That's just my go-to right now.
It's always the Beast.
It's always the Beast of Bladenboro, no matter what anyone says.
The very legitimate and not at all a Bob Fett Beast.
Oh my god. Okay.
Anyway, back in the van.
Yeah, back to the movie.
Olive wants to do something different with the choreography and asks Bella to back her up, and Bella agrees with Olive. And then Mama Souffle says no, and Bella goes, "Listen to Mama, she's always right." Olive is like, "You just said you agreed with me." And Bella goes, "About what?" Because she's dumb. I love her so much. Dumbest little
Bella
thing in
is
the world.
wonderful. Bella is wonderful in this. I just absolutely love her.
She's one of my favorite dumb little idiots.
Of which there's a team in this.
Oh my god, I love both of them so much.
It's just, if you smush them both together, you get both of us, though, like, literally. So, I hate that that's true, but it is.
I'd like to think I was a little bit smarter than that, but I know I do many things that proves otherwise. For example, being illiterate. Upon arrival, they realized that Robin mistook the bold buck for the bold tuck, and the quartet are not impressed by the venue's rundown look, or its closed-minded and homophobic clientele. The bar's manager, Dusty, acts surprised at the Queen's presence and denies booking them, but asks them to perform anyway, as there's no other entertainment booked for the night, and he can still pay them. The Queens debate whether they should still leave for their own safety, with Olive especially disdainful of the venue, but ultimately choose to stay after two queer patrons, Jax and Steven, I realized that
Steven?
I realized it kind of bled together when I said it the first time. Arrive and proclaim their excitement at finally being able to see a drag show in their small town. This is where I admit that this is the first time I've ever realized that his name was Steven. I've watched this movie multiple times. Never registered to me that man had a name, and I feel so bad about it.
Well, last night, I think they said Steven, and I'm like, who the fuck is Steven?
I don't know why that name just never registered in my brain at all.
Okay, it should be noted in here that Dusty, when he denies booking them, he says that his day shift manager, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mindy booked them.
Yeah.
Which my note here, this early on, says Mindy is his drag performer name. And right after that, I have written, "Do it for the town gays." I was apparently just cheering them on, and it's like I wasn't even making notes. It's great.
My note for that was "tiny gays" with a bunch of hearts.
Do it for the town gays and like 3 exclamation points. I'm like, yes, do it.
As they're walking into the bar, though, Travis, the main redneck asshole, says something bullshitty to the Queens, and Olive makes fun of his rookie-ass motorcycle, and he gets all sad about it. And then his little redneck friends make fun of him for his tiny, sad bike.
As it should be.
I just really love seeing a sad redneck. It made my day.
You have a kink for sad rednecks.
No, because that would imply that I want sexual things out of this, and I don't.
Well, not
I don't
out of the
want
rednecks, but...
never out of the rednecks.
Okay, I cannot for the life of me figure out why I wrote down fairy glitter.
Oh, it's, was that before the vampires?
I think that was supposed to be, that was before...
Oh, did Travis tell the queens not to get their fairy glitter on everything? Is that what all of us responding to? I don't remember, which I should, because I've seen this movie so many times, but my memory is like garbage cans.
It would be great if I wrote down more than 2 words for a note. That'd be wonderful.
I didn't do much better, so...
My attention span needs to work better for this, but
we're working on it. We're only a couple episodes in. We're working out kinks.
It's all downhill from here.
Maybe for you. I only get better with time, guys. I promise. You'll get used to me. You'll like me, I swear.
Because Max will start a cult and you will be part of it, whether you want to be or not.
Praise Warthog.
Praise Warthog. That's not even the first cult we started. It's a sad thing.
Don't tell them that. They're not going to want to join. Nobody respects a cult with a failed cult under their belt.
I don't think we have failed cults, though. Like, we've got pretty decent cults.
They never failed, you guys. I just abandoned them.
Exactly.
They're going strong somewhere else. I'm just not there anymore.
Max starts them without realizing they're a cult, and then goes, oh shit, this is the cult, and then runs. But then it's like a complete worldwide cult by the time that Max escaped.
I don't want to be in a cult. I just can't help but make them because I joke a little too hard and I commit a little too much to a bit.
And then we're just left with a bunch of cults. It's weird.
It's fine. It's fun. They love it. They love being in the cults.
Obviously, because they stay in them. Alright.
I think we're moving on. Our next segment, yeah.
Alright. The queens prepare for the show, with Mama again shutting down all of suggestions but trying to assuage her attitude by loaning her a sentimental hairpin. Robin befriends another patron, Sheila. I love Sheila. Let me just stop and say that. I love Sheila so much. As well as stage manager Earl. Also love that man. As they arrange lighting cues. Meanwhile, Rufus reanimates and makes his way on foot to the Bold Buck, killing several bikers who left in disgust at the prospect of the drag show. Inside, the queens take stage with the lip sync of WAP, which that was a real treat because I was not expecting that to come on at all.
It was beautiful.
It was perfect. It was just absolutely perfect for the situation. All right. Inside, the queens take stage with a lip sync of WAP, winning over some patrons, including Sheila, but earning the ire of Travis and his friend Fat Boy.
Fat Boy?
I love
what a name.
While Travis and Mama are heckling each other, Rufus storms in and bites Fat Boy on the neck before being thrown out. Though the queens attempt to resume their show, Fat Boy soon turns into a vampire himself, causing chaos until he's knocked out and stuffed inside a freezer, as Fat Boy should be.
Alright, so when they're setting up, Dusty is like ogling the fuck out of their clothes, right? Like, that boy's got a secret. But Earl is just like so confused but so good-natured about it. He's like ready to help with the lighting and ready to take suggestions. And he just seems like such a nice dude. I love Earl.
Earl's a really great character, honestly.
But when WAP started, my only thought was, oh no, in a room full of rednecks, WAP is not gonna go as hard as you want it to.
You would kind of be surprised, but at the same time, well, I don't know if they're still around. We had an interesting person out in this area where any song like that, they would immediately just blare it out of their car and like blast past a bunch of old people just blaring it.
That's fucking hardcore.
Yeah, it got kind of crazy for a bit.
It sounds like it. And then the Carrying On was a solo act by Bella, correct?
I believe so.
I don't know the song Bella danced to.
I was trying to find it, like...
I've never heard it before outside of that movie. So.
I bet we could find it in the music credits, but that'll be for a different time.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hang with you already.
Rufus was like creeping around the bar sniffing people and stuff, and nobody seemed to think that was fucking weird until he bit Fat Boy. And then everyone was like, oh my god, Rufus, what are you doing?
Well, yeah, because up until then it was just a creepy redneck who sniffs people, sniffing people. And then it became, like, gay when he did that, apparently.
The walk got to him. Ew, I hated that sentence. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed in me too. But during Rufus's little creep around the bar sniffing people, we get our first look into this movie's version of the freeze frame, which is the slow motion cam, and it's just Bella's ass going back and forth while she dances. Cut between Rufus sneaking around the bar, and it killed me a little bit. I absolutely loved it.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Oh, we missed my favorite part, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about what they said Fat Boy was.
Oh, that's not there yet. Or I guess
Are you sure?
technically it is.
Yeah, I think.
But I meant
It
before
already
they
was.
started performing is when
Yeah.
Sheila asks Dusty what's on the menu, and he says they don't have food because their delivery didn't show up. So she has to eat the bar nuts, and she called them old skanky nuts, and she left.
Yes.
To her seat with them, and something about the phrase "old skanky nuts" was just really good
Yeah.
to me.
I wrote that one down as a note. And then I had Earl likes it. They all like it. Oh, was it Rufus when he was sniffing around that was like high blood pressure smells good?
Yes, about
On
Fat
you?
Boy.
Yes, high blood pressure smells good on you.
Yeah, that was a fucking weird thing to say even for a vampire, I think. You smell like you're one fried egg away from a heart attack. Alright, bro.
Imagine, though, someone actually writing a vampire like that. That would be, like, the best thing. Just, the vampire's completely fucking tired of living. It's just like, you know what? You need to lay off the food, like, now.
That's fair. My note for Earl during the performances, Earl is having the time of his life. And because I had forgotten Sheila's name between watches, while she's watching WAP, I wrote, I love the old skank nuts lady. Which, I'm sorry, Sheila, for calling you the old skank nuts lady. I maybe probably shouldn't have phrased it like that.
That's beautiful, though. Also, I have a note that says, see a goddamn dentist.
Oh, is that what Rufus, like, Travis told Rufus after he kicked him out of the bar for biting Fat Boy?
I just tried to scroll on a page of paper.
Yeah, that's not
and got
help.
confused when it didn't.
Yeah, that'll happen sometimes when you're used to scrolling.
Yeah. Well, I was scrolling on my phone and then I just went to scroll on my notebook and it was great.
After Rufus's bit, he also says, I'm fine, it's just a flesh wound, to his fucking bleeding neck gouge from teeth marks.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Really funny. The queens, Dusty, Sheila, Earl, Jax, and Steven, who I can never remember the name of, realize they're safer inside the bar while many other patrons flee. Travis attempts to lead his other biker friends in a shootout against the vampires, but runs back inside after a majority of them are slain off-screen. The survivors determine that they only need to survive until dawn, and in the meantime, can defend themselves against the undead by impaling them through the heart or exposing them to garlic. However, Dusty notes that the vampires could break in at any time because the signage outside has allowed them constant invitation. Furthermore, the vampires have begun slashing the tires of the surrounding vehicles and are turning anyone who arrives outside.
Alright, so I have some notes there. I have one that says I don't even taste good.
Oh yeah, that's Robin telling a vampire not to bite her because she doesn't even taste good.
And then I have Bella's a toddler.
Bella is a toddler.
Yeah. Have we reached the bitch you didn't say nothing about vampires part?
I'm not 100% sure.
I think so.
I think so. I think it's in this section.
Yeah.
But we get...
I also have
when Fat Boy comes out of, like, his whole... When he turns, he goes to try and bite someone. And Travis goes, Fat Boy, you're a vegetarian!
Which, no the fuck he's not. I'm not believing that shit for a minute.
Right? Especially considering every redneck I've ever met, and we've grown up in a world of redneck, they would piss, shit, and barf if you told them there was no meat at the dinner table.
Mm-hmm. You would have to go, like, club a squirrel and grill it in front of them if you told them you weren't having meat.
Right. There's no way that they would be, like, anti-gay, but also anti-meat. During that little rundown where they flee from the bar is where we get my favorite bit of meta commentary where they're outside shooting the vampires and whatnot, trying to fight the vampires, and the queens and Dusty and Sheila and stuff are all in the doorway watching, and it's just the view of the queens and stuff, and they're narrating what's happening outside. And then you get random slow motions of like blood splatter or a head going by.
Yeah, I love that. I wrote down budget for tell, not for show. Like I turned into a little bit of a redneck caveman in my notes.
Yeah, because one of them, I can't remember which one, it might have been Jax, said you'd really have to have a big budget to show all of this.
Yes.
And I just really love that they acknowledge that they did not have a big budget. Just improvise. And like, Jem Gerrard is my campy god. I will worship them forever. All their things are so camp.
And it's really well done camp. That's like, that needs to be said. Like, it's not the weird, just mildly unsettling camp. It's actually really good camp.
It's camp for the love of camp.
Yes.
Like,
and it works. That's the important part, is it actually works.
It works because Jem loves camp so much. It's like a very big dedication to all the things that make camp good in Jem's work. And I love it so much. And as much as I miss the, like, freeze frame from Killer High, I love the slow motion too. It's beautiful.
It works very well. It should also be noted that, like, while they're looking outside, there's a vampire with only fangs.
Yeah, only fangs. Not only fangs. Only fangs, as in no other teeth, just the fangs.
And I'd subscribe to an OnlyFangs. Not of that vampire, but not of any of the vampires in this movie.
Right, not of any of. Yeah, Artemis is kind of insane right now, and she's scuttling back and forth in her little cat run area above the bed. So I'm hoping her nails aren't picking up on Mike, but if they are, I apologize.
I was concerned. It's like, oh no, Max thought I was attracted to a redneck and started scuttling around like a demon.
Scuttling away.
Oh god.
I'd be scuttling out of the area.
You're like, that's it, I'm done.
But how they discover that they can't have like garlic. First of all, one of the vampires jumps at Dusty and Mama pushes him out of the way, and the vampire gets impaled on one of those beer tap things and explodes into glitter. So that's how they learned that if you stab them in the heart, they die. But how they learned that exposing them to garlic can kill them too is that Robin shoved garlic bread into the vampire's mouth and he started smoking and then exploded into glitter. Because they're very glittery.
Yeah.
In their deaths. No other way, just in their deaths.
Yes. They are glittery in death, like permadeath, not undeath.
Also, before the vampires, like when the vampires first started, Olive tried to convince Mama that they should all leave and just leave everybody in the town to fend for themselves.
Yeah, Olive was being a bitch.
Yeah, my note was, wow, Olive, that's pretty much a bitch move.
I thought I had a note for that one, but I apparently did not make a note for that one. I thought I did.
It happens.
Huh.
Oh, maybe I was wrong. It says in the next paragraph that Olive tries to convince Mama.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Alright, that paragraph is yours.
Woohoo!
I think we've
As
covered
the survivors.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that I thought we covered my paragraph, so it was time to move on, but you were doing it, so I'll be quiet.
As the survivors attempt to board up all the entrances to the bar, Olive tries to convince Mama to use the other patrons as a distraction while the queens escape. Mama tells her they are safer together and sends her to watch over Bella and Jax, who are bonding as the former gives the latter a makeover. Olive gets fed up and flees to their RV, where she is safe from the vampires due to it being enough of a home to require an invitation inside. However, her escape left a window open at the bar, and another vampire sneaks inside, chasing Jax and Bella. Which, Olive is just a bitch in this movie. I'm just gonna say, I don't like Olive.
Olive fucking sucks. I can't stand Olive. I also have to say that Olive is wearing like a very shiny nude bodysuit with the cutest like cougar pauldrons on her shoulders. I think that's what they're called, is pauldrons. Shoulder pads. But where her belly button is like a bedazzled circle to indicate a belly button. And for some reason that belly button bedazzled circle was bothering me the whole movie. Like, why is it there? I didn't need it.
It was questioned so many times throughout the night, and I was like laughing every time you did. Like, but why?
Couldn't
was it
deal.
fucking bedazzled? bedazzled. That wasn't a word.
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. Oh my god.
But before Bella and Jax go into the room to start their little makeover, Travis says, "We need to teach these cocksuckers a thing or two." And to which Bella looks at him and goes, "Teach me what?" She's a cocksucker. I love her so
Bella.
much. She's so stupid. But her and Jax are trying to figure out what theme they want to change into, and they decided on Wesley Snipes' Blade.
Yeah.
And I got happy because I love Blade. I'm like the biggest Blade franchise simp in the world, honestly. I could watch those movies forever, and having them referenced in this one just made me really happy.
Speaking of references, while we were watching it, I brought up that it reminded me of a couple different movies, like being mixed together, and mainly Dusk Till Dawn, and they actually referenced that by calling it the foot fetish movie.
Yes. Sheila says, like that foot fetish movie?
Yes.
And Jax goes, "You mean from Dusk Till Dawn?"
I was like, yes. Yes.
It was all of your guys' brain length was just going together on that one.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where this note is from, but things are flying.
I don't know either.
I think it's because there were teeth flying through the air at some point.
That makes sense. Possibly during the final brawl?
No, because it's noted right there after the foot fetish movie reference. So unless I completely glitched out, went back 2 pages and wrote that down, then I don't know.
It could have been when they were kicking the vampires out of the bar the first time, because I know Olive punched one in the face.
Ah, that could be it.
And I think that knocked out its tooth.
Yes.
But Olive's bitch ass leaves Jax and Bella alone, who do not seem to understand the weight of the situation they're in. They're like children who lack fear.
I was about to just say they're like me and you in that situation.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
A little bit. We'd be having way too much fun with it either way.
I would know enough to be afraid, but I'm also the kind of person that my fight or flight or freeze is mostly fight. So.
Yeah, my fight, flight, or freeze wouldn't even kick in at that point, and I would be having way too much fun.
I'd be ready to throw hands.
I have yet to really find a horror movie, like comedy or not, where I wouldn't thrive in that, like in this situation.
The Grudge. That
I would die in that. Like, I would fucking, like, will myself to die in that one, but...
Ironically, I was not even a smidge afraid of The Grudge.
It is so stupid. Like, I cannot even explain why I am so afraid of that movie. And it's ridiculous.
You were terrified and I was ready to adopt.
Like, it is so bad with that movie that I would will myself to die creating another Grudge on the fucking spot because of it.
And I'd just be like, "Do you need a nap? Do you want a cookie?" You can't tell me what's wrong.
Splenda. He kept calling the little boy Splenda. I'm like, oh my god.
My precious small son. Who meows like a cat. I love him dearly.
You know what? That makes perfect fucking sense for you now. Like, never mind.
He's a sweet, good boy, and you'll never convince me otherwise.
Fair enough.
I think I would not thrive in zombie movies because I'm too scared. I would either not thrive in zombie movies, or I would thrive too hard out of fear. Maybe go a little crazy.
I think my biggest problem with the zombie movie or any type of zombie survival thing would be the smell.
I could probably handle a smell. I'm not too squeamish on smells.
It's not even about being squeamish on smells. It'd be the sheer force of it with how many corpses and stuff would be shambling around.
Yeah, but at least you always know they're coming.
Bad.
Not like that. Not in a weird way. As in, like, they're gonna be in your vicinity soon because you can smell them, like, a block away.
Well, yeah, but see, and that's what I was saying, though. Everything would smell like that.
Yeah, but I assume it'd get worse if there's a horde coming.
We'll see. How many times have I said we'll see tonight? Jesus Christ. I'm not sure, like, if your sense of smell would just, like, completely start ignoring it at one point. Like, so you wouldn't know if it was getting stronger or anything.
Well, I think it would start registering, like, a normal level. Like, normal as in what you usually smell every day. But not if it got, like, suddenly worse.
Possibly.
But my fear of zombies is either freeze or fight. Actually, it's all three, and I will give examples of this. One time, my little brother was playing Resident Evil 2, and I was walking him through it because I was reading the pamphlet for it, like the little handbook that you could buy when it came out on PlayStation. For starters, Resident Evil 1, my parents got it when the PlayStation and Resident Evil 1 first came out, and they grew up on Atari. They didn't know, like, how scary games can get, because Atari games are not scary. This was their first gaming console since Atari. And they chose Resident Evil and let me watch it as a small child. And that ruined my life because I've been terrified of zombies ever since. So my brother was playing Resident Evil 2 and I was walking him through it, and the Slicker wasn't jumping through a mirror like it was supposed to. And he'd gone in and out of the room so many times we just figured it was glitched and not gonna happen. So he wanders in there one time while we're not on guard anymore, and it busts out the window, like the mirror, and I was across the house hiding in the time it took my brother to pause the game. I left him to die.
That's amazing.
And then a few years after that, we were watching I Am Legend, and I had to go in the kitchen because I couldn't handle it. And my brother went in and pretended like he was gonna hug me because I was like scared, like hyperventilating scared. And when he went in to try to hug me, he then pretended like he was gonna bite me instead and made like a zombie noise, and I just burst into tears. I just started sobbing so hard that my asshole of a brother actually asked me if I was okay and apologized because I was inconsolable. I stopped for like 20 minutes. It was ridiculous. But then one time, a few years after that, I was walking home in the dark with my sister from the store, and my brother thought it would be funny to jump out of the bushes in the driveway, and my driveway was like really long, like trees all the way down it, to jump out of the bushes and do like a zombie noise and come at us, and I punched him in the throat. I punched him in the throat so hard he fell down. Why would you do that? So
that is beautiful.
I can do all three. It just really depends on my mood at the time, I guess.
That's amazing. Ooh, fun fact though about, what was it, I Am Legend?
Yeah.
Those aren't zombies.
They were close enough for me. They were close enough for zombies.
Those are apparently supposed to be vampires, from what I remember.
Well, they were fucked up and I hated them.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying they weren't fucked up, and I would have, like, never guessed that, but I recently learned that those were supposed to be vampires.
I actually recently learned that, supposedly, I don't know how true this is because I didn't look it up, but I saw claim that the real original ending of my I Am Legend was supposed to reveal that the vampires weren't actually killing anybody, and
they weren't.
That he was just breaking in while they were sleeping and murdering them in their sleep, and that he was the real villain the whole time.
Yeah, no, that's that was the whole premise for I Am Legend. That's what it is. They weren't doing shit to anyone, and he was like experimenting on them and killing them and everything else. And yeah, he was the monster the whole time.
That's fucked up.
Yep.
I think I blocked most of that movie out because the dog died, and I was just like, no, I can't do that. So
fair enough.
Anyway,
back to the movie.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Zombies are my special interest because I'm so fucking scared of them that I have to consume everything about them so that I know how to fight
remember what
them.
you told me your special interest was.
It was a misplaced word for flavor, not for description. No, I refuse. Anyway, carrying on before it gets weird in here. God damn it.
Yeah, it's your turn to read.
Elsewhere, Robin and Steven flirt with each other, but are repeatedly interrupted by the vampires. In the bar's basement bowling alley, Mama saves Travis from a vampire ambush, earning Travis's begrudging respect. Jax manages to kill the vampire chasing them, but Bella's attempts to hide in the air vent gets her attacked by by another vampire. Now I've lost my place because I got so distracted by my fucking dumbassery. Gets her attacked by another vampire who fatally stabs her in their fight before being put down by Travis. Olive runs to the bar just as the others are mourning Bella, leading to her and Mama blaming each other for the situation they're in. Olive calls out the other queer people present, saying that they have no hope of survival between the vampires and the bigoted patrons. Despite the others telling her that she needs to have hope, she decides she's better off on her own and sneaks away on a stolen bicycle while the vampires outside are distracted and eating frat boys.
I love
What
that.
a sentence.
One of my favorite things in that section, though, was there's a quote from Travis, I believe it was, when one of the vampires exploded. It's, "I got vampire in my mouth."
Yeah.
Because it, like, burst into glitter dust and he fucking inhaled some of it.
There was a part that I forgot to bring up when they had just finished watching the fight outside with Travis and the vampires and the slow motion.
Yes.
When they come inside and they say that they need to just wait until dawn to clear them out. And Bella, my sweet, stupid baby, goes, "Who's Dawn? And why can't she clear them out now?"
Yes, Bella's amazing.
I love her so much, and I was so shocked when I saw her die the first time I watched the movie, because what do you mean? She's the sweetest, dumbest baby, and you just fucking stabbed her.
It should also be noted that when Olive stole the bicycle, the bitch left the door open.
Yeah, Jax and
Like, did
Steven
not
had to
give
close
two
the
fucks.
fucking door. Jax and Steven. I keep running them together like it's a one name. Jax and Steven. They're one entity in my mind, I think, and that's why I never learned Steven's name. It's just Jax and Jax's friend.
Immediately after the bitch closed the door note that I
Yeah.
wrote, I have Bella with a frowny face and Earl with a frowny face just written down.
Oh,
because that
Earl got
is...
bit. Earl got bit.
Yeah.
What was he doing? He was coming in to help Bella, right?
I believe so.
My note for Olive leaving on the bike is, "Olive, you dumb bitch."
Yeah, my whole note there was a bicycle, bitch closed the door.
I also had commentary on Bella's outfit, because while Bella is crawling through vents trying to get away from the vampire chasing them, she is in fucking latex, like a latex suit. And it's just squeak, 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 squeak the whole time. And my other note is, why is Bella's hair anal beads?
It did look like anal beads, though.
Her hair was styled very much like anal beads.
Mm-hmm.
While they're boarding stuff up, Dusty sees Rufus through a window and yells at him that he's fired. And my note was, I don't think Rufus was working for you anymore anyway.
Yes.
And then Sheila took Dusty's rifle and shot Rufus because she's hangry and mad that he didn't bring the supplies for food because it was wing night and she was looking forward to those wings. I love Sheila. She's perfect.
She's very relatable.
I wouldn't change her for the world.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the way Jax kills the vampire that was after them is...
Yes, that should be noted.
First by stabbing him in the eye, and then by panic stabbing him multiple times in the chest with a fork. It was funny the whole time.
It really was. Oh, hey, there's another page of notes that I missed.
Oh, no.
all capital letters. Earl, no. Which is one of them. I might be Sheila. Sparkly Vampire is dumb too, which I'm not 100% sure what the fuck I was talking about there.
Is it because Jax and Bella were talking about whether or not the vampires were sparkly like Twilight?
Oh, wait. No. It was a mullet vampire. They blew glitter in his face, or threw it in his face.
Oh, yeah. They glued him.
They glue?
I am illiterate verbally as well.
Verbally illiterate. Beautiful. He just yell, I glue.
I glue. No. I was gonna say, yeah, they threw glitter in his face when he first got into the room to chase them.
Yeah.
I have to note that the lighting in the bathroom scene with Jax and the vampire was so good. Like, the reds
really
bleeding into the greens was just so aesthetically pleasing. I could look at artwork like that all day, probably.
Yeah. Something weird that I just noticed, and this is about myself, not really about the movie. My brain was not separating that those were two separate vampires chasing Bella and Jax around.
One was a white man with a mullet, and the other was a bald Asian man.
I know. I just now realized that, and I'm like, oh.
They could not be more different.
my brain did some shit.
Some crazy shit.
My brain's broken, it's fine.
In my opinion, Mama had a very valid crash out against Olive for leaving Jax and Bella alone.
Yes.
Because it was very clear that those two were not grasping the situation they're in, and thus were very fucking vulnerable.
Yeah.
And Bella's death is kind of Olive's fault, because she left the window unlocked to go sneak out, and she left those two idiots alone.
Yeah.
But instead, Olive tries to blame Mama, but Mama tried to keep them protected. She told you to fucking watch them.
Yeah, she was trying to look out for everyone, and Olive's like, nah.
Olive's a fucking bitch. I hate her so much.
Yeah, that's one of my notes. It's just Olive's a bitch, and it's underlined. Okay.
When it comes to Earl getting bit, my note is, Earl, no!
Yeah, that's what mine was. It was all capital letters, just Earl, no. I don't remember how he got bit, but I know I was upset about it.
I think I got bit trying to help somebody. I just can't remember who
Yeah.
exactly.
That's what I'm thinking. While commiserating, Dusty reveals that he booked the queens after all, which Mama had already figured out. He then comes out to her, saying he wanted to be a drag queen himself as a child, but he was beaten by his father and has remained closeted until now. Fat Boy breaks out of the freezer and attempts to kill the queens, but is caught off guard when Bella reanimates and kills him by stabbing him with her stiletto heel. Or, well, now kill them. She states that she's able to control her cravings for blood simply because she doesn't want to hurt anyone. Earl and Sheila reveal that they were also turned without anyone noticing, but oh man, this is a word I can't say. Similarly, have no ill will towards the other. Jax is initially relieved, stating that the vampires they've been fighting are only bloodthirsty because they were like that in life. So if any of the survivors return, they'll simply become nice vampires. However, Rufus has heard everything that happened inside, and Bella can hear him telling his vampire army to kill everyone instead of turning them. Meanwhile, Olive has gotten as far as Rusty's truck and is attacked by the ugly vampire. She successfully kills it with Mama's hairpin, after which she notices that Rusty's truck has a crate full of garlic. Why does it say Rusty?
That's true. Why does it say Rusty?
Yeah,
Isn't it Rufus?
Olive has gotten as far as Rusty's truck. It should be Rufus's truck.
Yeah, I would think so.
And it shouldn't be Rusty anyway. They mixed Rusty and Rufus up.
I was gonna say, maybe they mixed up Dusty and Rufus.
Or was it Rusty?
No, it's definitely Rufus.
Yes, Rufus. Okay. Which, again, let me just say, Rufus was fucking garlic infused at that point, and the vampire shouldn't have gone near him.
Right. I also just really love that they keep referring to the original vampire as the ugly vampire.
Right.
He was fucking ugly, it's true.
Mm-hmm. I'm not 100% sure what I was referring to with this note. It just says redneck struggle.
Redneck struggle.
I have 4 notes in a row, and some of them are just single words. There's redneck struggle. There is cheese that I wrote with 7 E's in it for some reason. There is not the frat boys, and then there's fat boy.
Cheese is because Steven said something to Robin, and it was like really cheesy, and he apologized, and Robin said,
okay.
No, I like cheese, and then named off several types of cheese.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was apparently very excited about it.
It was because it was cute. They were cute. Alright, oh, no, you go.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, I also have a note that says, you can do it, Earl, and then, no, don't eat the rat, because he was freaking out in the bathroom eating a rat, basically.
He needed to eat, so he ate the rat.
Weren't you saying something about him having ratatouille or something, or someone was saying it?
Jax made that joke.
Jax said it, because you said something about something else, and then Jax made that joke, and I got them mixed up.
So
I told
funny.
you you're Jax.
It makes sense. I would also panic kill
It's
something.
One letter away.
Max and Jax, that's true. That's valid. You're right.
Yep. But Jax got my height and your personality.
Is he our child?
They might be.
They are our love child. We have made Jax. Jicky
That
and
would
Max.
make sense.
Jicky and Max. We make Jax. I'm sorry. That's a really stupid joke. You're not Jicky.
That sounds like a disease. I got the jicky. When someone gives you the jick.
A jicky is what you get when someone sucks on the side dick. I'm so sorry. I apologize for everything that I've said.
Oh my god.
Alright, before Fat Boy, that what?
What was that?
I don't know.
Just call him Fat Bat?
That's
That's kind of what it sounded like. Fat Bat.
I don't know what happened.
I mean, you're not wrong, but... Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Before Fat Boy got out of the freezer, he was trying to get someone to open the door. I don't know. I can't speak. He was trying to get someone to open the door, and he told Travis to let him out. He's feeling better. In, like, the most demonic voice. Clearly, you're not feeling better.
Yes. Good on everyone for not believing Fat Bat. That's also, not his name, I don't care.
Fat Bat? That's his vampire name. He's no longer Fat Boy, he's Fat Bat.
Fair enough.
Also, before Earl eats the rat, they're all sitting there sad because Bella's dead, and Sheila goes, this couldn't get any worse. And that's when Fat Boy breaks out of the freezer. Like, it immediately got worse.
It truly did.
And then my note for Bella coming back is just Bella with a heart and a lot of exclamation marks.
As should be.
Alright, as the survivors prepare for their final battle, Robin convinces Mama to give Dusty a drag makeover, since he may never get another chance. Though initially surprised, the other patrons are impressed and accepting of Dusty's new look.
Which, let me just say there, the fucking color of red that they put in that man's hair works so well for him.
It really did. I've lost where I'm at. It's okay. Accepting of Dusty's new look and become motivated to fight to the end. At first, they seem evenly matched thanks to their own vampire allies, but Earl is permanently killed in a skirmish. Sheila is also impaled, but survives thanks to the stake getting stuck on her blessed praise warthog.
Praise warthog titty.
On her breast implant. I've lost where I'm at because I fucked up so hard. Sheila is also impaled, but survives thanks to the stake getting stuck on her breast implant before it could reach her heart. Robin and Steven share a kiss before Rufus and his followers corner everyone, preparing to kill them all. However, Olive arrives and sets off the water sprinklers, revealing that she'd filled the bar's water tank with garlic. As the other vampires writhe in pain, the survivors are able to kill them for good.
Which, frickin' Steven and Robin are just sitting there making out in the middle of a fucking bar fight with vampires, like...
Hey, I guess if you're gonna guy, if you're gonna die, you might as well shoot your shot. That's what I was gonna say.
If you're gonna guy.
If you're gonna be a dude. Sorry, I'm vocally illiterate. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Dusty looks great as a drag queen, though. I'm so happy that Dusty got her drag queen moment.
Yes, I love that. Shall I continue on?
Hold on, I have some more notes. I have Robin might be illiterate, but Travis doesn't know what a pronoun is because he asked Dusty if he's gonna go by them pronouns now. And Jax goes, everyone has pronouns. And Travis goes, no I don't. I is a pronoun, you dumb fucker. Everyone's got pronouns. I also have now is not the time for kisses with an exclamation mark.
Yeah. Let's see where. No pronouns for me, says the redneck, is my note on that one. Olive needs to get eaten in the bad way was also a note I had. Along with Earl, no. Sheila, no. Boob, lol. Fucking Dracula wig.
Oh. Bella's outfit change. Yeah.
Yes.
When Olive is fighting the OG vampire, she wins by stabbing it through the heart with the hairpin that Mama gave her as like a poignant moment of like Mama maybe knows best kind of shit. But I don't know if Olive ever really got that lesson.
I know.
I was devastated when Earl died though. Like that puff of glitter, I knew he was never coming back.
Sad.
And it made me so upset because I love Earl so much. He was such a good bean. And now he's just glitter on the floor. At least he'll always be there because you can't get that much glitter out of your fucking floorboards. Those are hardwood floors. The glitter is stuck in there forever.
True. I do have one note that could have fit in any part of this, but it's right here. Fuck you, Travis.
Yeah, that's valid.
Oh, and then gonna have to get me a new titty.
Yeah, I love Sheila. Sheila's so great. I also have a note that when Olive sets off the fire, like thing, the fire system, the water, it's exclusively over like one section of the bar, so it's not hitting like Sheila and Bella.
Yeah.
But it is drenching Olive with garlic water. Olive is gonna smell like a skunk forever. It's never leaving.
That's terrible.
She is soaked to her bones in the essence of garlic.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
It does. It really does. I believe we're on our last segment.
Yeah, we are. With the threat defeated, Travis admits that the queens seem to be decent people, but he has no desire to stick around further and storms off into the dawn. Bella and Sheila realize that sunlight isn't fatal to them, much to everyone's relief. Olive and Mama reconcile, with Olive apologizing for not following Olive and Mama reconcile, with Olive apologizing for not following orders, and Mama apologizing for not respecting her ideas. As the queens prepare to leave for their next venue, Robin promises to visit Steven on the way back. Dusty recruits Steven and Jax to help him repair the Bold Buck, declaring his intent to convert it into the fabulous gay bar of his dreams. Happy that they've managed to do some good in spite of the night's horror, the queens promise that they'll return if he ever needs help with entertainment or with other people's prejudice. And I have an upset note to that with, I need to know how they upgraded the bar.
I agree. Give us Slay 2 and make it zombies. That's all I'm asking. Jem, please, if you ever hear this, give me Slay 2 and make it zombies. Please, I'm begging. It's all I want in my entire life.
Despite Max saying that zombies scare the shit out of them.
They do, and I need it. I need it right now. Maybe I'm weird. I get a thrill out of being so terrified I want to die.
That's amazing.
Except for zombie clowns. Do not ever add zombie clowns.
Add one of those. It will be so fun. Make it a surprise.
No, don't ruin my life like this. I almost had a panic attack and died when we were playing Dead Island 2. I can't do zombie
You
clowns.
panicked so much you ended the boss fight in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I panic stab. Has to be over right fucking now. Just do whatever it takes to get there.
You turned feral because I think you chased it down to kill it. And it's okay,
I was chasing it. I was not letting that thing out of my sight.
We're not doing this. Nope.
It was gonna die as fast as humanly possible. Please never include zombie clowns in anything. I cannot handle it. I can't handle it in my soul.
Make an entire zombie clown focus movie.
The one zombie movie I never watch because I'll have a heart attack. One of my final notes is I still can't get past that bedazzled belly button. I stayed mad about that the whole movie. Alright, when Travis is admitting that they seem like decent people, he says, I ain't gay, but maybe you guys aren't that bad. And Jax is like, why would that make you gay? And Travis goes, I say I ain't gay, Jax! Like, no man, we get it. Liking drag queens and gay people does not make you gay.
Exactly.
And then Sheila gets excited because they can exist in sunlight and she doesn't have to miss bikini season. And then she looks down at her boob, her missing boob, and goes, guess I'll have to get a new tit. I love Sheila so much.
Yes, Sheila's amazing.
And then while they're all talking by the campy van, because that's what they named it, the campy van, which I love. I love that it's called that. But while they're all talking and saying their goodbyes, Sheila comes out of the bar with blood on her mouth.
Oh god, that's right.
They're like, Sheila, whose blood is that? And she goes, I don't know, one of the dead bodies in there. Waste not, want not. And then she pulls a hand out. And she goes, I got myself a snack later.
And then she immediately just starts chewing on the fingers.
And then when they're all waving goodbye to the queens, Sheila is using that hand to wave. I love Sheila so much.
It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
She's so perfect. I wouldn't change her for the world.
Yes.
For free. You can find it for free on Tubi. That's where we watched it. It's a Tubi original. And it is amazing.
Yes. Very much worth the watch.
I guess we get into ratings. What would you rate Slay?
Let's say a 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna go with another 10 out of 10. It's right up there with Killer High for me. I could watch it forever. If I could just do a loop of Killer High and over again, I could probably be happy for weeks.
I don't remember what I rated Killer High, but I do know it's because I wanted to strangle half the characters constantly.
I think you rated it like a 7 or something.
Yeah, I think I had it 7 because it was good.
I love Killer High so much.
The Warthog got me. And
Praise Warthog!
Praise Warthog.
I love my little chuddy Warthog son.
Jax?
No! That's our chody son.
Chody little Warthog son.
I think Jax is non-binary, but I'm not 100% sure.
I would say yeah.
I would also say yeah. I also love our little warthoggy. No, our little tiny chody stabby child, Jax.
Warthoggy.
I don't know why I said warthoggy. I'm always thinking about warthog. Praise warthog.
Praise Warthog.
But yeah, I rate it a 10 out of 10 because I love it so fucking much. And now, I guess it's the fight fucker flea on the vampires.
On the vampires?
We always have to do it on the monsters. That's the premise.
Well, see, that one's a hard one for me because I would just flee or fight. But if I'm drunk enough, because of the town I live in, I'd have to fuck them.
I'm fighting them. I'm not interested in rednecks at all. And I don't drink, so that's never gonna help.
Drunk, so. If I get drunk, then oh boy. And then I still actually hate them, so I don't know what goes on in my brain when it gets alcohol, but it's not good. Thankfully, I don't drink very often.
I'm 100% fighting them.
I just flee. Like, no.
I'm not
Because
fast.
most rednecks carry guns and knives, and if they're vampires also, it's just like, nope.
I'm not fast. I'm gonna fucking throw hands till I'm dead. I said fight, not that I'd survive, just that I'd fucking go and stab in. And
Okay, here's my reasoning for that. I'm gonna flee because there is no fucking way I am going to die to a fucking redneck vampire. I refuse.
I just assume where we live, a redneck's gonna kill me
Listen.
eventually anyway. So
Listen,
might as well
Lestat
go
to trailer court is not gonna fucking get me.
I might as well go down swinging. I'm not getting away.
No. No. No.
Alright, you're fleeing or fucking, and I'm just straight up fighting. Fighting and
I'm
dying.
just gonna straight up flee. Like, I'm not even. Nope.
Even the frat bros.
Yeah, I can't with frat bros.
Sometimes I'm a frat bro. Not
Well, yeah, but you're the, like,
intentionally.
the fun
It's just
guy.
something in my brain goes into a frat bro mode for some reason.
Which is a lot better than what my brain does.
Yeah. I'm a consensual frat bro. I believe in consent.
And I turn into a fucking neckbeard half the time, and it's great.
I'm just
Like,
dumb and say
unintentionally,
things like
too.
bruh and make weird jokes.
And I just start asking when my princess is.
It's terrifying every time you do that.
You know, the really bad part is I used to own a fedora.
That's hardcore.
I used to actually wear the fedora that I owned. That was the bad part.
That's fucking good. I was gonna say beautiful, but I don't know if that's the right word.
It's not. It's really not. It's kind of terrifying. Because I cannot for the life of me remember why I had a fedora or why I wore it, like, everywhere.
Because you were possessed by a neckbeard.
Oh yeah, because I didn't just have the fedora. I had one of those weird, stupid pinstripe hats, too.
Jesus.
Yeah, like, I had massive neckbeard energy for a time in my life, and I am not proud of it.
I mean, everyone's got weird phases. It happens.
That was just very weird for me, though, because there were those... My weird phases have always been played out in hats, kind of, because there's also a time in my life where I had a cowboy hat.
That is a weird phase.
Yeah.
I guess not that weird, considering where we grew up, it was
Well,
kind
no,
of normal.
it's very weird, because, like, I wore that, which, for those of everyone that doesn't know me, I am so alt, it's ridiculous. Like, I am goth, I was born goth, pretty much, and I had a fucking black cowboy hat. Like, I was moving into the alternative territory.
That's
It's very bizarre.
hilarious. Actually, it's
Right?
very funny. I don't have a style, I just do whatever the fuck I want. Sometimes I like gothy clothes, sometimes I dress like a homeless man, sometimes I dress like a frat bro.
Well, see, it's like my homeless man phase is homeless goth man. Like, I'm goth, homeless goth man, and then I have some weird little kawaii e-girl thing off to the side, too, but I don't know what that's about or why that happened. I've got, like, 3 outfits that fit that.
You gotta have a little offshoot somewhere. It can't be the same thing every day, you know?
Not only am I the neckbeard, but I am the Discord kitten to my own neckbeard.
That's horrifying.
Mhm.
You just roleplay with yourself in the mirror like a little freak.
Oh god, I'm just sitting there. There's my princess. Fucking hell.
I hate
No.
that, actually.
I hate that more
Actually,
than
I'm
you
sorry
do.
I said that.
Yeah. I dislike this now. I don't like it here. I'm going home.
That was my bad. Alright. Before I make things
All
more
right.
awkward, that was Slay, and we'll see you next time when we talk
That
about
was Slay,
the
and this is
squawk.
Undead Club.
That was Slay, next is the squawk. This was Undead Club. Peace out, bitches. Alright. Bye. Are you gonna say
Holy
bye
shit.
to our
Oh,
bitches?
bye.
Goodbye. On 3. Goodbye, bitches. 1,
Goodbye,
2, 3.
bitches.
That's not on
Bye.
3. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Goodbye,
Bye,
bitches.
bitches. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to the club.
Ha 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 ha!